Hello, BNI Chicago and Cook County members. Rachel here, your executive director. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of social events. Your BNI chapter is structured. It is not a time for socializing. In fact, please don't during your chapter meeting. It's very distracting to the people at the front of the room. And even our virtual chapters, when that chat is a little too active, it can be quite distracting for a business meeting. But what I am talking about are social events. The event coordinator in your chapter, no, it is not a throwaway position. In fact, that event coordinator is the keeper of the core value of building relationships. So in this video, I'd like to talk to you about why it is so crucial to have chapter social events and some tips on how to make that happen. So first things first, when was your last chapter social event? And I'm not talking, again, just some chit-chatting before or after the meeting. I'm talking about a scheduled time for people to gather that are chapter members outside of that very structured 20.90-minute meeting. That's what we're looking for. So here are some tips and advice on planning those social events. First things first, do the social events on a regular cadence. There are a couple chapters in our region who do an exceptional job of this. BNI Networking for Success, a chapter of over 20 years, they have a regularly scheduled lunch that they do that is not in place of their chapter meeting. It is in addition to, so monthly time for them to gather. Another chapter, Professional Community Connections, way up north, they have a regularly scheduled event that they do. And Second City Referrals, another one of our wonderful local chapters, they do a regular happy hour event with other types of events sprinkled in throughout the year. So having either a monthly or a quarterly event regularly scheduled helps members plan and prepare so you have better attendance at these social events. The next piece of advice that I have is to mix it up. It doesn't always have to be a happy hour. In fact, having a time that maybe is a little more family friendly, thinking putting some time on the calendar to go to the park, right? Set up a couple tables. Integrity Networking Group has done a great job of this. Bring some cider in the fall time and get people together and encourage other types of connecting to happen. It doesn't always have to be an after work, after hours, happy hour type thing. You can do a baseball game, right? Lots of great opportunities, both professional and more casual leagues here in Chicagoland. You can make it as relaxed as if there's a member in your chapter who feels comfortable hosting a backyard barbecue. Awesome option for a chapter social. There are lots of other great things that chapters have done. I've seen groups do laser tag, trivia, any number of things just to get people out of that structured, formatted time that is so focused on business and referrals and let people open up a little bit more in a social way, right? Build those relationships. And my third piece of advice here, invite guests, especially people who would not normally come to your chapter meeting. So I'm not talking about prospective members. I'm not talking about canceling your spring visitor day and just having a social hour instead. I'm talking about having an opportunity where people can bring their spouses, where people could bring a neighbor, a retired family member who might not see the value in a 7 a.m. business networking meeting, but would happily come and hang out by the pool with some of your best networking friends, your best business friends. People, you never know once they start talking what's going to happen. And also, there's a lot of BNI content around how you stand at networking events, the concept of closed twos, two people talking, closed threes, three people talking, or open twos, right? That body language of come and be a part of our conversation. So before you have your next social event, I encourage you to look up the term BNI closed two, BNI closed three to get some advice on how to stand. And finally, when it comes to social events, a social event is not a group one-to-one. I do not want to see 25 one-to-ones logged just because y'all, went and had dinner together. A one-to-one is something separate and a social event is something different, and both are extremely important. So if your chapter has not had a social event in a while, whether you are in person, virtual, or hybrid, it's time to get something on the calendar. If you're the event coordinator, you're in charge. If you are not the event coordinator, go see your event coordinator, work together, and plan something really fun. Oh, And don't forget to invite the regional team. We love going to your social events. Thanks and have a great day.